YouTubers, what's going on? I'm coming out with you with another review today. Today we're looking at another gun belt. This one is a little different than the ones I've reviewed in the past. This is made by a company named BigFoot gun belts. They're up in Idaho. Made right here in the US of A. And I'm not going to read the little card, but they do have a 7-day test drive on and legendary warranty on their belts. So you basically have a 7-week no-risk trial on this belt. So how this differs from other belts, it's leather. Sounds funny to say difference from other belts because a lot of people wear leather belts. What I'm talking about is gun belts and ones I've actually worn for my EDC. What I typically have worn started with the, we'll grab them here, the SOE EDC belt and the Tough Products, oh, thought I had it grabbed it, but I grabbed the wrong one. But the Tough Products Easy Feed belt. So the big difference is there is these belts are, made of, they have the Cobra buckles. They're made of, what do you call this stuff? Polyester. They've got Velcro. They're very rigid. So they're very, they're very, very rigid. So they do hold up your gun well. But my biggest complaint about this and even the Tough Products belt is that it does not, they're just difficult to take on and off. The buckle, even the Easy Feed belt, which is easier than the SOE, they're still pretty difficult to feed those Cobra buckles through. So if you're changing your belt, changing a pair of pants to a different, to wear your belt on a different pair of pants, it just can kind of be a pain. So, what I liked about this, when they approached me to review this, it was a regular, style leather belt. But there's a lot of differences, obviously, between this and a regular leather belt. Let's kind of look at that. So I've got here just a standard leather. This is something I bought at Costco, I think. I wear these to work, kind of a dress belt. But this is the kind of belt a lot of people wear, and I think one of the biggest problems for people in concealed carry is they don't have a good enough gun belt. They may have a good holster, like our alien gear here, but they don't have a good belt. And a good belt is a huge part of your carry system because it helps support the weight of the gun, it helps so your pants don't sag, and it just helps conceal better. So I like the idea of something like this, and these are nothing new. Leather gun belts have been out forever. They're typically very expensive. So BigFoot gun belts reached out to me after reviewing the alien gear holsters and wanted me to review their belts. So I said, of course, because this is kind of exactly what I was looking for. So they've got a few different types of belts. They have a 14-ounce belt with double English bride leather in black or brown. Those run about $55. They have the 14-ounce plus a core, and what it is the same as the 14-ounce, but it has a steel core in the belt. That's exactly what this one is. And then they have an 18-ounce with a steel core. So it's a spring steel core that's embedded between the leather, and it just adds strength to the belt, adds rigidity to the belt. So it's, it actually helps dissipate some of that weight. The English bridle leather is what they use. It's a really high quality leather. I really like it quite a bit. It's very nice. Really, really feels soft. It's a good leather, you can tell. And they use a really nice buckle. It's kind of a standard belt buckle, but what's cool about it is you have your standard loop here, is you have some adjustability here. You can unsnap these, move this around, replace that. So, and you can see here, snap that baby in there. The BigFoot gun leather, BigFoot gun belts stamp there. Now I wear a size 38 belt. I have a 34-inch waist, and they recommend that you actually, don't go off your belt measurement, but actually measure from the buckle to where you actually, which one of these holes you'd actually use. So I did that. Then they said to add an inch. So typically I have a 38-inch belt. I had them order me a 39, and then I added 1 inch for concealed carry, just because you're going to want to have a little extra space there. So this actually is perfect. It may be a titch big. I could even go probably a little smaller. So I've been testing this out for a good week and a half, I think, carrying a couple different guns, carrying the SIG P320 that I just reviewed in the alien gear holster, and then carrying my Springfield XDS as well. And I can tell you right now that I like this kind of belt better than the EDC style belts that are so popular today. And the biggest reason is just the convenience. It's just easier to take on and off. You can just slide this right out of your belt loops, just like you would a normal belt, and put it in a different pair of pants. You know, whatever you gotta do. It's more, I don't want to say, it is more stylish. It goes with, it's kind of funny to say that, but it goes with more things. You can wear it with any kind of clothes. I wear this to work even, which is, you know, a semi-business casual type environment. It just looks like a heavy-duty belt. It doesn't look, you know, but it's leather. It doesn't look out of place. This, something like this, not that I'm worried about drawing attention, but, you know, it would definitely not work in an office environment. And it is even, like I said, even just in a normal, everyday, you know, jeans and t-shirt kind of environment. It works for that, but it's just not as convenient to wear. So I was looking for a good solution, and the BigFoot's their gun belt has done the job quite nicely. I don't know that I'll go back to this style. Probably if I'm going to, you know, be wearing like my 511 or LA Police Gear pants, and I'm going to be out shooting, I want to have a whole gun on my holster. Maybe if I'm outdoors camping or something, I'd wear a belt like this, just because it is a bit more resilient to the weather and those kind of things. But as far as EDC goes, I think the BigFoot belt is a much better solution. So let's kind of compare these belts, and I'm going to try to zoom out. Can't zoom out anymore and back it up a little bit. The one I want to show is the difference in rigidity, because you don't lose. The SOE belt is going to be more rigid. It's so solid. I mean, it's so rigid. You can barely turn this. You know, it's just got so much rigidity to it. Rigidity, I don't know if that's even a word. I'm using that a few times. The BigFoot's has a little more flex, but because it has that spring steel core in there, you don't lose much. I'm telling you right now, I don't notice a difference when I carry with either belt. So for me, the obvious choice is going to be the BigFoot belt, because it's a regular leather, you know, belt. It's just goes with everything you wear. It's going to be better all around for EDC, I think, and especially because it's just so easy. It's effortless to get it on and off, because it's designed like a normal belt is. The Cobra buckle is a great idea. It's better, obviously, than this for load bearing. So if you're carrying a lot of gear, if you were carrying, you know, if you were carrying, you know, a pistol plus a couple magazines, and, you know, maybe a multi-tool and a flashlight and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, you're going to want to go with something like the EDC SOE belt, because it's going to be, or the Tough Glide belt, it's going to be a lot more rigid, be able to hold more weight because of that Cobra buckle. But for everyday use, I think the BigFoot is a great belt, and it's reasonably priced. I mean, you're $50-$60. It's a nice quality, high quality leather belt. It, you know, has the spring steel core, so it's going to distribute that weight a little bit better. So let's find out about their warranty here. Let's see. They have the 7-day test drive, and I know they have a certain warranty on their stuff, and I'm about to, there it is. I just got on their website real quick to find out. 7-day test drive, return exchange. So let's see here. You've got a 1-year warranty starting from the day you receive your belt. So it's a 1-year warranty on the belt. It's not lifetime or anything, but I honestly think this would be something that would last a long time. It's quality stitching, it's quality leather, and it's not going to break the bank. So definitely recommend them. Check them out, guys. BigFootGunBelts.com is their website here. I'll put it down in the descriptions below. Excellent piece of EDC gear. Very vital if you carry a gun. Please get a good belt. This is a great place to start, because it's, you know, a good solid. They have them brown, so I might get one in brown as well, and have one in black and brown, so you got one for every, you know, occasion. And it's just so much easier to use than your these new Cobra buckle style belts. Just more traditional, easier to get it on and off. Does the job just as good. Very, very rigid. Holds the weight of the gun, no problem at all. So that's my review, guys, on the BigFoot gun belt. Again, this is the 14-ounce with steel core that they sent me for testing and evaluation, and I'm a huge fan, and it's my go-to carry belt now. Just because, like I mentioned a few times in this video, it's just so easy to use. I mean, it sounds funny that a belt is easy to use, but it's still easy to get it on and off, to switch from one pair of pants to another. You don't have to change your belt based on your environment. It works for an office, it works for every day. So, highly recommend it, guys. Big thumbs up. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. See you in the next video.